This story begins with the entrance ceremony of the Reo University. Keitaro was summoned for the entrance speech. Everyone was whispering. Eiko and Keitaro clicked a selfie which went creepy, because Keitaro's hand attracted evil spirits. He thought that in middle school a spirit got attracted by him and his good friend got hurt, and he closed himself in a room. But Eiko helped him to move on. Now they were good friends. Eiko asked if he had visited the tutoring institute. He said yes. She was very happy because from now on they'll be in the same university. Now he went to the tutoring agency and got his first student profile. Now he went to the address, and when the door opened it was Eiko's home. He said it might be the wrong address, but she told him that he was at the right address. He went inside and she summoned her cousin. When she came, Keitaro was scared. Eiko told him her name was Yayoi. Keitaro was shocked because the little girl had two pupils and a suspicious aura was appearing for the bunny she was holding. When he asked, she choked it. He introduced himself politely and she asked to visit a horror place. He didn't agree and she threatened him by calling the agency and telling them he was asking pervy things from her. Without any desire, he had to go with them. In the car he asked Eiko if it wasn't good, but she said Yayoi wanted to visit and she always refused her. But now he was with them, and she had no worries. Keitaro was scared and Yayoi sped the car up. They reached the phone booth and Eiko started telling them the story of it. Keitaro didn't agree, but Yayoi forced him to listen and Eiko told them that a girl had been murdered in the booth and now her spirit killed everyone who went inside. Suddenly Yayoi went inside and was about to call, but Keitaro took her out and stopped her from dialing. Eiko said she'd dial. Anyhow, he had to call the phone booth, and someone asked for help. It was creepy, and suddenly blood appeared on the glass. Yayoi opened the door and threw her bunny inside. It busted terribly, and they suddenly ran into the car. At home, he was shouting at Yayoi and Eiko asked him to talk with her when he got free. Keitaro started teaching Yayoi and he was shocked to see her answers, which were all correct. She asked him about how many spirits he could attract. He said a complete 100% and he was amazed. Now Eiko was sitting with Keitaro, and she told him that Yayoi was a special child. When her mother took him to the eye specialist, they said her two pupils were normal and Yayoi didn't have any problem with that. But Yayoi was able to see the spiritual world too. His mother promised her that she'd take her to an amusement park. While coming back they had an accident and she lost her parents, but since then she has been able to see both worlds at the same time. She saw someone taking her mother, and on the funeral day, she promised to bring her mom back. Eiko told Keitaro that Yayoi could see spirits but had not seen her mother. She wanted to find her. Keitaro told her that he might help Yayoi somehow, and Yayoi heard it. The next day Yayoi asked him on a date and gave him a present statue. Now they went to the cell phone booth again and Yayoi told him that when she called again, she got blocked and the phone was all bloody. Suddenly something took him inside the booth and tried to kill him, but Yayoi opened the door and broke the phone with the statue. Now they were coming back and Keitaro was still scared because Yayoi was having the phone with her. At home, Eiko served them cake and told Keitaro that she knew he loved to feel fear and was silent. He asked Yayoi if she didn't want to go back there, and Yayoi said no need for it because there was nothing now, and he was shocked. In Yayoi's room, there were some weird and creepy shadows. Now Keitaro was coming to their house and was thinking about his past. He rang and Yayoi welcomed him. She was holding a weird doll again. Now they had their tea and Yayoi asked to visit a haunted place, but he denied it because Keitaro had the plan to go for exercise. Yayoi asked to join also. They were in a car and Keitaro was thinking how he had to allow them to come with him. Now they started the journey and while going they had food and finally reached the shrine. Suddenly someone threw water on Keitaro, and she was his grandma. She apologized and started shouting at Yayoi. She said the little girl had broken the Jizo statues 5 times. She counted and said, no, they were 7. Keitaro was shocked to see that Yayoi could see more supernatural things than his grandma. His grandma was shouting at her to leave, but Keitaro stopped them, and she left. Keitaro asked why she had broken the statues and she said she thought they might have taken her mother. Keitaro remembered what Eiko had told him about Yayoi's past, about the death of her parents. Now he was with his grandma who was doing the exercise. She was also telling him about how he could save himself from being attracted by spirits. He was at peace after listening to her. Yayoi tried to enter the room, but Eiko stopped her and said she'd show her Keitaro's hand inside the glove. She said the hand was covered with hair that was nerves and when they grew bigger, he came here and cut them off. But Yayoi felt something weird. Now Keitaro and his grandma were sitting, and they brought drinks for them. When he tried to get some his hand was still numb, so he left for the washroom. Yayoi saw the nerves and started seeing them, so she asked grandma if she could take some. Grandma told them that she had a funny story for them, and Yayoi insisted on listening. Grandma started the story. She told them that the creepiest place in this shrine was the basement because there were all the evil dolls. While coming back Keitaro saw a bunny and grabbed it somehow. He got possessed. Grandma told them that the dolls could possess humans because they were hungry for a living body. She tried to threaten her, but Yayoi wasn't scared at all. Grandma also told them the powerful doll was with a red kimono. Yayoi saw Keitaro and asked Grandma what the dolls looked like. She told her the look and she said Keitaro was possessed by one. She took the sword and said she'd go to the basement and save him because his powers were low due to exorcise. In the basement he was surrounded by red-eyed dolls, and doll hair was going inside him. He had no control over his body. He remembered his grandma's advice and suddenly saw someone. She was Yayoi. She started attacking the doll and breaking it. She said if someone again tried to come close to him, she'd tear her apart. Grandma and Eiko came, and Yayoi took out the hair from Keitaro's throat. Grandma was shocked that the little girl had saved Keitaro. He was also shocked because this time she saved him, but she had no fault when she thumbs up. He also did the same. Now they were saying goodbye to each other and Keitaro told Grandma that Yayoi wasn't a bad girl, she was a very nice girl. He didn't praise her because he was tutoring her but because she was the reason for him to move on in life and be normal. Grandma told him how they could deal with Jizo's statue-breaking curse and said goodbye. In the car, Yayoi had some statues with her as a grandma's gift for her. At night they took Keitaro with them home and he was shocked to see Yayoi's room because it was full of creepy dolls. She had also taken the doll from the shrine, and it was tied up with his nerves. He was shocked and silent. He regretted his words that Yayoi was a normal little girl. Eiko came and she also said that the dolls were not harmful, but he was scared of them. Suddenly Yayoi started asking him for his nails. He was scared. Now Keitaro was going to Eiko's house and was thinking about last night when he rang. The door opened and Eiko was happy as usual as nothing had happened. He sat and she served him tea and said Yayoi was a normal girl, he didn't have to be afraid. He was silent, and suddenly Yayoi came and again started asking for his nails. They asked him to visit a haunted place and when sat in the car he wasn't there, he was walking on the road. They asked him why he wasn't inside the car. He told them that he was tired of this stuff, and he wanted to free himself of these spirits and curses. Yayoi told Eiko to drive and they left. Eiko was concerned with Keitaro, but Yayoi told her that she thought Keitaro was tired of his curse, and she knew a place where she might get the solution to Keitaro's curse. And for Eiko's curse too. Keitaro was running to gain some stamina and he thought to buy something for his next tuition class. While going, Yayoi saw some spirits and felt a little scared. When they reached there, she told Eiko to be in the car and that if she never came back after an hour then she'd call for help. Yayoi left, thinking that the spirits would be in great number inside the shrine. When she went inside, she saw many spirits around a statue and suddenly got attacked by an umbilical cord. A statue was about to fall on her. Eiko was also worried for her because it was over an hour. She started the car and went. Yayoi was injured in the forest, so she made some paper dolls her replica by tying her hair on them. Keitaro was selecting a pen for Yayoi and suddenly Eiko came and told him that Yayoi was in danger. He was shocked about how she knew where he was. She told him that she was in danger because Yayoi wanted to remove his curse and he agreed to help. On the other side, Yayoi was distracting spirits with the help of her dolls. They got distracted several times because she was inside the shrine. The spirits were outside and suddenly started moving somewhere because they were after Keitaro. Keitaro had a plan to save her, and she understood. Before leaving she took something from the statue. They grabbed each other's hand and ran inside the car. They had to pay a handsome amount for the car service because it was ruined badly. Now Yayoi was on Keitaro's back and he told her that Eiko had told him everything. He asked why she put herself in danger. He also thanked her, and she thought about her late father. She told him that she wasn't strong enough to save her mother, but now she wanted to save her friends and Keitaro was her friend. She also wanted to protect him by removing his curse. She told him to visit her room again and she'd show him why she wanted his nails. She asked him if he knew about paper dolls, and he said he knew a little bit. Now they went inside her room. There were some torn dolls and she told him that the dolls had her nails. All the dolls protect her because they have some of her physical links. If any doll tries to kill her, the others protect her, and this is how she is saved. She told him that she wanted to protect him by taking his nails. She threw the finger of the statue and told the dolls to attack. Keitaro was shocked. The finger told her to give the nail, but she told to request, and the finger asked for her help. Yayoi told it to not mess with the floor and it cleaned the floor. Keitaro was shocked, and Yayoi told him that she wanted to make an army to fight with the spirit who took her mom because it was powerful. She told him that if she got the spirit from the shrine then she'd be able to remove his curse with the help of that spirit. He thought that it had been so long that he believed he'd have to live his entire life with that curse, but now there is hope for him and his friend who got cursed because of him, Eiko. Yayoi asked him to catch some spirits to kill the bad spirits. What will happen next in this story? Subscribe to the channel for the latest updates.